Hello and welcome, I'm Stormo. This is Final Fantasy XIII. Yes, I'm still playing it. I'm assuming that I saved there, so we'll head this way and we'll head towards that blue arrow. Everything looks a bit different to how I remember it, but that could just be because the setting might have been changed, but no, it seems to be okay. Anyway, looks like we've finally made our way out of this forest area. So it's been a while since I've played this game, quite a few months actually, I think since the last video went up, and I've probably forgotten quite where I was up to, but it looks like we're about to hit a cutscene, so... Well, we may as well save again. I'll just keep saving new save datas. It's the best way to do it. Rather than overriding old ones.
Sera, 俺、間違ってないよな。セラを助けるつもりでファルシに乗り込んだのに助けられなかった。
集中、出撃だぞ。
分かってるって。牛狩りだろ。
ルシを逃がすな。諸君、健闘を祈る。出撃。
ごめん、レサ。
Yep, let's save again. Yes, create new save data. I keep forgetting that the save completed thing doesn't bring it back into the game. Anyway, more cutscene. Okay, it's probably been a while since we've done anything, so I will check the Crystarium for these characters, because they probably need a bit of leveling up. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, maybe not. It's almost like her Crystarium's been completely emptied. I want to go that way and grab that node, because that's Fira. Roll level. Okay. This is really odd, because I'm sure she was more advanced than that. Maybe I've just missed something important. Okay, so we'll just fill as much of this up as we can. I just realised I'm filling her Saboteur roll, not the medic roll I intended to fill. That's annoying. Not entirely sure what's going on here with these roll levels at the moment with her, and it's like they've all been reset, even though they actually haven't, so I don't know quite what's happening with all that. I have no CP. Oh. Well, that sucks. And it's the same with him too. His CP's all been completely reset from the look of it. I know it's been a while since I last played this, but if you look here, it's all there. Where we're up to. Except not really. Not sure, I don't think that was supposed to happen. I'll fill as much of it as we can. And hopefully it's not going to put us in too bad of a situation, but I know I was much more advanced with roll levels than this. So, I don't know quite what's happening there. Because I am very certain I had more roll levels opened up, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just misremembering everything. It has been a long while since I've played, so I can't quite remember. Check what their equipment's like too. Okay, leave that as is, and leave that as is. I'll just whack that on him for the moment, just to give him some extra health. And I'll just see, yeah, she's got that, so that's cool. Yeah, so I don't actually know why that's been like that. Just check what the paradigms are. Ravcom, Slash and Burn, War and Peace, Medicom, yeah, those are the main ones I want. And I'll save the game. Hopefully, this isn't going to be too bad, but we'll find out as we go for the attack here. So, let's see if this is a bad idea or not. No, looks like we're good. Although I do need to use Libra on these things because they are new and we don't know what their points are, so get that out of the way so we can get staggers happening and vulnerabilities, which is good, so we know what their vulnerabilities are now. And I'll just maybe... Ooh, ow, okay, that was painful. Just paradigm shift here just to get some heals. There we go. Back to Slash and Burn. Fire happening. Okay, so whatever I missed, it looks like it's not too bad. So we will be able to get through here. It could just be that it's been such a long time since I've played that I just can't remember where I was with some of these characters, but I'm sure I developed these characters further than what's visible there in the Crystarium, but I don't know. I have to go back to the old videos and see what's happened there. Could be nothing, could be everything. So, let's just keep going through. So we'll get over here. The jumping's automatic, so which is kind of cool. I remember the first time I ever played Ocarina of Time, and it had the automatic jumping, and I was like, oh wow, automatic jumping, that's cool. Woo, preemptive strike. So, the good news is we've apparently already encountered these enemies, so I don't need to Libra them, which is great. The bad news is that, there we go. That was easy. Quick 5-star battle. For some reason some of the jumps have those little action circles and some of them don't. Oh, hang on. We're supposed to go that way, weren't we? Actually, I should... Oh, well, we'll kill these guys, and then I'll just check the map to make sure. Yeah, so after this I will just check the map to make sure that I'm going the right way. We'll get these guys out of the way now, so it shouldn't be too hard again. Looks like whatever the problem was with the Crystarium, it was just basically that I wasn't, that I was ready for this area no matter what, so it's not a big deal. Good. That was scary. Hopefully we don't have too much trouble knocking this guy off. Yep, easy. Excellent. So I just wanted to quickly check the map. Yeah, okay, so... Okay, cool. Right. I'm getting back into the swing of this. It's been a long while. It really has. Oh, mysterious fluid. So, head back this way. And we got more dudes, so I'll clear these guys out. So yeah, basically, I came to the realization the other day that it's been a very long while since I played this, and that I feel like I should still keep playing it. I'm not sure if people are still watching this, like in amongst all the Mass Effect stuff and everything else I've been doing lately. I'm not sure if there was really room for this, but I want to keep going with it. I don't want to give up on this game, but it's probably going to be a sort of low priority, so the videos will come when I get around to them. Because I enjoy the game, and I want to show... I still want to show it off and prove to everyone that it's not as bad as they make it out to be. Sorry, I just happen to like Final Fantasy XIII more than most people, which is why I'm probably more willing to play through it than most people are, so... And if you've never heard it in Japanese before, it's a good opportunity to hear it in Japanese, so... Get up through here. Bit of a frame rate drop there, that was unusual. There's no reason my PC shouldn't be able to handle this game. It's got pretty decent GPU and CPU combo in it, so... Man, these guys don't stand a chance. Did Vanille, like, do anything in that fight? Like, SARS just kept shooting and everything just kept dying. That was amazing. Preemptive strike. On a single enemy. Cool. This will be a quick battle then. Hopefully. Yep, nice and quick. Easy battle. Come up through here. Did I get a preemptive? I did. Excellent. Preempt all the things. I have a sneaky suspicion that I staggered both of these in that battle just then, and completely forgot to target both of them to get the stagger actually happening, so... I mean, it does matter in the long run, we're going to destroy them, but... I could have destroyed them by more, or quicker. Could have been the difference between 4 stars and 5 stars, but it wasn't. Good. So I am a little concerned also that I only have a 3-segment ATB bar, and again, I can't remember if I'm supposed to or if I'm supposed to have more by now. I know... Oh, Belladonna wand. That's... I think that might actually work as an upgrade first, so let's see what we get out of that. Improved debuffing, so... Probably worth holding on to, but not using at the moment because I'm not using her as a debuffer primarily, so just quickly save again. Yep, save completed, don't need to shop, so we'll keep heading forward. Don't think I got a preemptive off. But these guys shouldn't be too hard. Yep. Easy. I think maybe some of the thing too is that I've been playing with Hope and Lightning for a long time, and they've got a lot of upgrades that these two may not have had yet, so... But we'll find out. Oop. Heal, Vanille. Oh, okay, doesn't matter. Whatever, we won. I got a bit worried for a second there. You get a lot of enemies like that, and it can end up being like death by 1,000 cuts, so you just got to be a little bit careful sometimes with that. Ow. I'll do some Crystarian leveling up pretty shortly too, because we've probably picked up a fair amount of points, so... Probably should have done that after the last save. Save points are pretty plentiful in this game, so... There we go. Get the stagger happening. And he goes down easily, which is great. No preemptive. Just one enemy though, so it's not too bad. Had a sneak suspicion that would be enough. Cuts a few seconds off the battle, makes life a bit easier. Did I get the preemptive? I did. Excellent. Super good actually, because we got to fight 3 of the guys, so getting that preemptive was really handy. So you might be wondering why I'm not making a video of The Witcher 3 this week, and the main reason for that is that I just haven't bought it yet. I don't get every game as a review copy, obviously, and the ones I don't get review copies of, I have to buy, and I just don't have the money right now to do that. So, hopefully next week I'll have a copy and I'll have a look at the game in full then, probably next Thursday, if I get the game before then. But yeah, it's just a case of not having had the money to buy it this week, and having had other things to deal with as well, so... Just had one of those weeks where, and I'm sure we all get them, where bills line up and conspire to basically drain all available free cash. That's been my week this week, so... Nice easy win here. Of course, if you're watching this video in the future, and I have made a Witcher video since I put this video up, then, well, you already know that I made a Witcher video. Where are we going here? This way. I was going to wait till the next save point for our level before I did any Crystarium leveling, but I may as well do it now, just while we've got a quick sort of option to do so. I think I maxed out, yeah, that one, and I maxed out that one, so I've only got medic points for her. And that's all we got, so do him. Yeah, it's maxed. Did Ravager max? It did. Okay, so Synergist. There we go. Okay. Yes, SARS, you have to do more jumping. Get used to it. Man, his guns do so much damage to these things. Oh, it didn't quite work how I expected. Still, fairly easy. No problem. Okay, just want to quickly check the map. Okay. Because there's a little sort of side thing here which will be a chest and a few other bits and pieces, so good for us as we get through here. So you get 5 of them ganging up on one character and they tend to do a little bit of damage, don't they? I mean, they're fairly weak, but if they all cast fire on one character, it can add up. So, still, didn't quite add up to enough, which is what we want, because we want to keep winning. This chest. Doctor's Code, that's also a staff, isn't it? No, that's not a staff, that's an accessory. Improved potions, okay. Don't really use potions, but I mean I will, but not yet. I tend to save them for the important things, so something to consider if we need to do that though. And look at that view. And cutscene.
聞いてもいい？
え？
家族は？
息子が一人な。
へえ、結婚してるんだ。
していただな。
頑張って帰ろう。子供が待ってるんだから。なんとかなるって。
もう会えねえよ。
ルシだから？サッツはルシでもお父さんでしょ？
だな。
ねえ、その子の名前は？
どっち？花火に願い事か？何頼んだ？
父ちゃん、元気ないもん。ずっと元気ないよ。だから早くいっぱいいっぱい元気になりますようにって。
そらどうだ？お願いが叶ったぞ。
うん。わ
父ちゃんの願い事だ。
ー。なになに？
ああ。父ちゃんだけの秘密だな。
サッツ？
おう。
大丈夫？
おう。
しっかりしてよ、お父さん。行こう。
ガキに気使わせるなんてな。ダメ親父もいいとこだ。
And here we go again. So, oh dear. I think in the past I have taken that scale beast on and succeeded, but the game's advice is pretty sage at that point. You should probably avoid that if you can. I don't have a lot of CP here, so I'm just going to spend it as I can just before we get to that save point there. So. Yeah. Always like to have it spent and ready before we save, so we'll just do that. Nope. So the thing with scale beasts is that they are easy to beat if, I say if, I don't know why I decided to come down here. I think I thought maybe there was going to be a thing. But they are easy to beat if, oh, there we go. You need to shatter their armor. Basically, you need to stagger them to do it. And while I could probably take them on, the game's advice is pretty good, which is to not take them on. They're worth a decent amount of CP and all that kind of stuff, though. So, but we will take the game's advice and we will skip them because it could require a couple of tries just to get one down. So, I'm pretty sure I had no trouble last time I went through here with them, but that was a while ago and I can't remember. So, I'll skip them for now. There are some really nasty enemies later on in this game that you basically can't kill until you've beaten the game, which will encounter, well, a fair way away from here. We're a long way away from that, but we may or may not get there, so depends how many more videos I do of this. But yeah, so I'm having a bit of fun now that I've got back into the swing of this too. It's just forgotten how relaxing it can be to play, just blast through everything and clear things out, and just the music and the light-hearted atmosphere, especially after something like Mass Effect, which is, it's fun, and don't get me wrong, I love Mass Effect to bits, but it sometimes can be a bit of a slog, Mass Effect. Whereas this game I find fairly relaxing and light-hearted. I know it's got some pretty sort of, you know, strongly emotional moments in it, but I don't know, this game doesn't get to me emotionally in the way Mass Effect does, I guess. So. You don't have to think too hard with this game either. The battles are usually pretty easy, so... I mean, there are some that aren't, and you have to spend a little bit of time strategizing, and sometimes you'll just mess up and die. But on the most part, it's pretty good, so... And this game does have gorgeous scenery too. Now this could be a tricky battle because of how many there are. Yeah, you can see how much damage that's already done. So I might need to go medic just after this. Just get some heals out. That should be enough. So. Not too bad, just because there were so many of them and because they have a habit of just single targeting everything, so which is what makes them so annoying. But we got this last one down. And there we go. Easy game. 5-starred it. I'm trying to remember if there is a boss battle, how far ahead of it is. Is there anything there? Nope. Looks like we are about to enter a cutscene though, so...
お疲れだね。寝不足かな？
ああ、
そりゃそうか。若い娘と一緒だと気になって眠れないよね。
すまねえな。一休みさせてくれ。
ルシになってからいろいろあったじゃない？私だってこれでも悩んでるんだけどさ。これ れからどうなるかわからなくても夢くらい見てもいいよね。楽しみなことあってもいいよね。
ここを抜けたら夢の街ノーチラスだ。
あれ、サッツ？
Okay. Yeah, nice little heartwarming cutscene there. Is there anything around here that I need to look? Is this the way we came? No. I think you go that way after you go this way. Yeah, we get another cutscene down here and then we go up that way.
That's
脅かすな。
どうしたの？
まあ考え事だ。
抱え込んじゃダメだよ。ルシになったのはサッツのせいじゃないんだから。
ドッジはな、俺の息子はルシなんだ。政府のファルシを見たいっつうからエネルギープラントの見学ツアーに連れてったんだ。嫌げにチョコボのヒナを買ってやろうと思ってちょっと目を離した隙にあいつは一人で施設に入っちまって。ドッジー！おい！ドッジー！ドッジー！どこにいるんだ！ドッジー！あ、どこだ！どこにいる！ドッジー！おい、どうした！ドッジー！
父ちゃん。
もう大丈夫だ。怪我はないか？痛いとこないか？なんだこりゃ。ファルスの奴らがプラントに忍び込んで政府のファルシを襲ったらしい。ファルシは身を守ろうとして居合わせたドッジをルシにした。ドッジは政府のファルシに選ばれてルシになった。俺たちファルスのルシはドッジの敵だ。それからドッジはサイコムに保護されて次から次へと検査だ。それでも正確な使命ははっきりしなくてよ。ファルスの奴らを探すんだか倒すんだか、どっちにしろあんなガキには土台無理な話だった。ルシにされたドッジはファルスの力を感じ取れるみたいでな。遺跡のファルシを見つけたのもドッジなんだが、戦う力は何一つねえ。だからよ、ファージ列車に乗り込んだってわけさ。ドッジの使命はファルスのファルシを破壊することじゃねえかと思ってな。ドッジの代わりに使命を果たそうとしてこのざまよ。ドッジの使命がファルシの破壊なら今頃クリスタルかもな。でもファルスのルシを始末するって使命なら俺たちが死なねえと違いってことだ。
殺すの？
ちもさっちもだ。こいつは生きろってよ。
Okay, now we get to head up this way. He's got a point actually, it's pretty cool scenery there. So, oh, whoa. I'll try not to flip the camera around like that too much. Sorry about that. Let's quickly save again. Head up this way, whoa. Where are we going? There we go. Ah, that's right, yep. I remember this bit.
なんだこりゃ。雨を降らせる装置か。雨に打たれて出てきやがったか。ちっ、可愛らしい魔物ちゃんだぜ。
So, changing the weather, yeah, this explains it, so. So yeah, changing the weather changes the types of enemies you fight through here. I'm not entirely sure why this is important, but I'm sure there's some rare enemy you're supposed to look for here or something like that. I've never really investigated that much. Curse me, I need to leave one of those. Oh, that's right, these guys do that. That's annoying. They basically summon more of themselves, so these battles can go on for too long. That's exactly what's happened here. They summon hedge frogs, they don't summon more mud frogs. So, gotta take down the mud frogs, basically. Really annoying, as you can imagine, but that's how you have to do it. So. Anyway, we got those guys down. Normally when I go through here I just swap back and forward. I think it does help avoiding some of the I forgot the name of them. The big scary enemies. Yes, there are more flans. Should have I gone up that way? Doesn't appear to have made any difference, so we'll just go this way. Flans are fun. One of the classic Final Fantasy enemies. I seem to recall that there are Cactuar in this game later on too. So speaking of classic Final Fantasy enemies, but I don't ever remember encountering a Tonberry. Maybe there are Tonberries and I just can't remember them. But there are definitely flans, and there are definitely bombs, and there are definitely all the other things that you get in Final Fantasy games. Because they're Final Fantasy games and that's how they work. It'd be nice if one of these two would have launch. I know Fira can launch, but I mean like how lightning can launch everything. It'd be really nice if one of these two would do that. But they don't, so... Ah yes, that's something we might want to scare off, if we can. So that's kind of the main reason for it, is just it changes the enemies around here, and yeah. My general strategy is to just change it whenever I come across a globe. So what happens with these fights is that when the mud frogs get reduced down to just being one left, that's when they summon the hedge frogs. So we need to medic up actually. There we go. Yep. So I'm pretty sure I said that happened when there was down only one, and then of course there were still two left. So, and the worst part of that is they can both do it and summon more, so you can have a lot of enemies to deal with. So this could be an alarmingly long battle. Hopefully it won't be though. Looks like we've only got these two to deal with now, so. Except for the fact that he's going to summon more, so we got one more, two more, three more. That's annoying. He needs to die. I think they don't do the courtship dance if they're staggered, so. There we go. I'm gonna have to make up again. So I'll put that down first. Yeah. Would have been nice if he'd healed SARS then, actually, because he's the one who's taking all the damage, but okay. There we go. And this should be easy now. In fact, we just cleared it, so. Not the best performance we could have done there, but I'll take it. Yep, get these guys cleared. I don't think these guys are affected by the changes. Oh no, they are, aren't they? Yeah. They are affected by the changes in the weather. Is that a new one, that Chrome Lord over there? Have I... The one that's casting Fear. Oh, that was a lot. Yeah, that's a new guy. I'll just Libra that guy. Because if I don't... I won't know what he does. We won't be able to stagger him. Well, we will be able to stagger him, but knowing the stagger point is really important, so... Also, we know his vulnerabilities and his immunities, which is also very good. So that was important. I could clear out those frogs and go that way. I don't think there's any benefit either way. You basically get a choice one way or the other. I think there was one of those dudes there. I think if I change this, that guy goes away. So. Yep, bright blue sky. We also get the giant scary eagle back. So. Ah, there is a treasure chest there too, which we would have had to fight that guy to get to. And that wouldn't have been fun. Speaking of not very fun, there seems to be a lot of flans here. Are there 3 or 4? Pretty sure I see there's only 3. Okay. Not as many as first thought. Stagger. Yeah, do all the damage. He goes down pretty easily. That one gets blown up. Got a problem at the moment where in this fight where Sars and Vanille's ATB bars aren't quite lining up how I'd like them, so you get these big gaps between where they're both not attacking. I don't want to go medic, but I'm going to have to. Sars badly needs healing, so that should be enough. And I think I've talked about that in previous videos, how sometimes ATB bars can just line up slightly badly. So. Anyway, that's that done. Get the treasure chest. Yes, I know they're not treasure chests. Oh, an aqua ring. Oh, finally got a preemptive strike off on a group of these. Cool. Always worth it. Even if it means I'm probably only getting take advantage of one of them, it's still worth it. Probably should be getting rid of that gremlin first, rather than Gachi Makera. Oh, see how we go. It's never dead anyway, it doesn't matter. And nearly dead. Pretty sure I said at some point I was going to. Oh boy. Not sure if I really want to deal with that bird and those gremlins. But the alternative may be worse. Let's hit this switch and hope that it doesn't summon anything bad between where we were and where we are. Yeah, you can see those birds flying off once it starts to rain. Ah. Okay. So, the question then becomes, do I deal with that or do I deal with the birds? I'm going to deal with the birds. I suspect the birds will be less difficult to deal with, but that's just a guess. But I can mitigate that even more by spending my Crystarium points. So we'll do that. Just quickly. More HP, more magic, more whatever that is. More. There we go. Okay. Well, it helped a little. Progression. That's what we want. Oh boy. So. This could be scary. I'm going to Libra the Wyvern. Just bring up. Has it got anything interesting? No. Well. We know what it does, so. We're going to have to do a lot of medicing here. Just wondering actually if focusing on the other two guys would be better first. I don't remember if I've got any of these roles has synergist. Cool, Sab-Sin. Useful. Just get that out. Oh wow. Okay, let's need to medic, because this will end very badly if we don't. Ow. I really should be focusing, I think, on the Gush and Carers, because I think they're going to cause most of the problems I've got at the moment. Wyvern we can deal with, but it's these guys constantly casting Interference that make life really hard. So get those heals out. Yep. Yep. Maybe we just need to get heals happening here, because this is getting scary. But if he keeps shooting those, they'll do heaps of damage to them, so... She needs to get a heal off quickly. Yeah, if we can get them both back into green, that'd be really good. But that's going to keep happening as well. The bird's going to come in and do that, which... Oh wow, that does a lot of damage. Well, as long as that heal goes off quickly. And he doesn't get hit immediately again, which is what's actually happening here. Yeah, we'll see if we can't get some Slash and Burn happening on the Gush and Makara again. So that thing needs to go down. Okay, that needs to be healed, because otherwise she will take a lot of damage, which she just did. Oh no! Ah, she couldn't get the heal out in time. Oh, that's infuriating. Oh no, we're miles back too, which is really annoying. Or I can just retry the battle, I think. So the question becomes, do I... Yeah, we do. Let's not even think about this. We need to Libra the Wyvern, which we can still do, hopefully. Libra the Wyvern, but we're going to focus the Wyvern and kill the other two first. So. These guys are the ones that are causing all the problems. That happened. So heal, because otherwise bad things will happen. Oh! Like I said, otherwise bad things will happen. She needs to heal right now. Oh boy. What I don't want to get happening, and what is happening at the moment, is I keep getting stuck in the medic roll. And then that happens constantly, so that's really annoying. I'm sure I can take this out, and I'm sure it'll be easier than doing the other thing. I shouldn't be having too much trouble with this. So what if we just try and avoid this? Get to there, and hit that. And all of our problems are magically solved. So it turns out I could completely avoid that fight. So, that's something to keep in mind for the future. I bet now it's got one of the other, scary beasts, so let's just keep going forward. Yeah, we'll take these guys out. And yeah, I'm missing out on CP and whatever. It's such a minuscule amount of CP, it's not worth it. It's an extra fight later in the game, maybe, if it gets to that point. So I'm not that fussed by skipping these fights. Anyway, let's take this guy down. These guys have a lot more health than their weaker counterparts down there. So. Okay, that was nice and easy. And we get frogs. We've got a save point up there, which is actually where we're going to leave the game, because this has gone on for a fair while now. I think we're approaching the hour mark if we've not already hit it. So this fight will be fun and long and annoying. I'm probably going to have to medic up shortly, so we'll just try and get one of these guys down before that happens. Especially if they keep focus firing on SARS like they've been doing. Yeah. need to do another round so that Sars gets heals, because Vanille decided to heal herself rather than him, which is annoying. Slash and burn, and then we'll another one down. Each time you kill one, you get less damage coming in, so it's better. So of course is the strategy. Ah, that's annoying. Didn't want to have to do that, but I don't have a choice in that because she just took. They just focused her a bit too much then, so. It's okay, we got this guy down now. Now, one of these two will probably do the mating dance that summons the other frogs, so be aware of that. Ah, that's annoying. Yep, there it is. I'll just medic up because we've got more damage coming at us now. And Vanille again heals herself before she heals Sars because that's annoying. Seriously though, healing priority could be much better in this game. Anyway, get this done. Get rid of the mud frog so it can't summon more frogs. We've still got 2 mud frogs. Did we summon an extra mud frog or did we just not kill one of them? Because that's just annoying. Ah, that's annoying too. It's actually really annoying because now I have to do this. Alright, there we go. Oh boy, more frogs. I'm certain that mud frog got summoned in the previous courtship dance, but I didn't see it, so I don't know for sure. All I know is that it's annoying that it's still alive and we need to get rid of it as soon as possible. And the hedge frogs do less damage, so... There we go, that's mud frog out of the way. Let's get these hedge frogs down and we'll be out of here. Easy. See, the hedge frogs have no health, so... Okay, so we'll head up here. And I think we're about to walk into a fairly significant sort of thing, so... I'll power up the Crystariums again. Don't have a lot more CP, but... it's worth spending. It's always worth it, just to get the extra. And in thunder, and in water, and all that, so... It's always worth it. Anyway, we're gonna have to leave the game there for the moment. So, yeah, that was a nice return. And hopefully I won't leave as much time between this video and the next one. Hopefully this will be a bit more regular than it has been lately. But yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.